Hey everybody, I'm Nathan Crane.
I'm Derek Crane.
And this is Fitness Friday. So what does it actually mean to be fit? I know there's a lot of definitions being thrown out around there. If you look up the Webster, the online definition, it's not even really clear what it actually means. We want to share with you from our perspective what we believe fit or being fit or what fitness means to us, and hopefully give you maybe a better understanding of if you're trying to be more fit in your life, what are the things you can focus on to help you do it. So fitness or being fit to us means a number of different things. One of those is strength. And when we talk about strength, we're not necessarily talking about like you have to be strongest in the world or you have to do really heavy Olympic lifts, or that may be the level of strength you're trying to achieve for your level of fitness. But what we're talking about more is like functional strength, like filling up 5-gallon water bottles. Maybe you're filling them up at a spring or you're getting healthier spring water, and just being able to, those things weigh like 40 pounds, being able to lift them out of the car and carry them into the house and put them on the counter and like be okay with doing that. You don't need to be able to snatch or clean and jerk 380 pounds to do that. You don't have to be super strong, but strong enough to do simple things around the house where you don't feel like you need someone to help you. So when we're talking about strength and being fit, we'd say that's probably one of the number one things.
Definitely. And then the next component I would say would be to be able to have a level of endurance. And that means a level of endurance for you. If you're competing, if you're going to run 50 miles and run a marathon, it's going to be different than someone who's just looking to be able to hike for 5 miles without getting winded and without being in pain. So even being able to have a high level of endurance as well is key in all of this.
Yeah, absolutely. So like you said, being able to hike 5 miles, that's something that's so amazing for you and your health, something you can do with your family and your kids. A lot of people might hike 1 mile and they'll be winded and legs already sore. So working up your endurance. On top of that, with fitness, we're talking about speed. We're talking about, how fast can you do these things? So that means you have to increase your cardio, right? You have to increase your ability to process oxygen through your lungs and through your blood. Then we're also talking about flexibility and mobility, right? This is all great. Like when I trained for my ultra marathon, I was stretching just those parts of my body that I felt I was using when running, which was like a little bit of the hips, quads, calves, and hamstrings. But I was not focusing on much else of my body. And that's one of the things that led me to CrossFit and to the Crane Factor training we're doing, because we're talking about whole body fitness, whole body flexibility, whole body mobility, because that means less injury and it means more longevity in your life, right?
Yeah, it's so true. Being able to create that flexibility and mobility will be so vital to your own experience about your own greatness. That's what I like to think of all this is like, what is it that you want to tap into as far as your greatness goes? Another key component within all of this is definitely nutrition. Being able to dial in the nutrition, talking about clean and green, alkalizing, cleansing the system, especially if you've been more on a high meat, dairy-based diet, processed foods. Definitely a good time to be able to look into cleansing, fasting, going more plant-based, and just be able to experience higher levels of vitality.
Exactly. And so that's obviously physical body fitness.
Yeah.
On top of all that, we would probably say diversity. So being able to develop new skills at things, like gymnastics or swimming or cycling or mountain biking. Even if you're doing farm work or, learning new skills around the farm or around the house, like roofing. Like I'm learning new things around the house all the time, putting roofing on or building walls or things like that. Those types of skills that require a little bit of all of this, right? To where at the end of it, you're not in pain, stricken on the floor because everything hurts, because you don't have strength, because you don't have mobility, because you don't have the endurance. So we're talking about functional intensive training, which is part of our Fit 22 program. We'll talk to you about in a second. But at the end of it all, and we'll do more videos on this part too, you have the physical body fitness, but then just as important or more important, you have mental fitness, emotional fitness, and spiritual fitness, right? And look for our other videos as we talk more about on that. But, I believe that's just or even more important than physical fitness, because how your mind is, how your emotions are, and what your spiritual connection is going to drive your life and your happiness and your overall well-being more than anything else in your life.
So true. Like just diving into that piece, being able to have a morning routine, like being able to take that piece and just like be able to implement it right into your daily life right this moment, and starting to be able to have a morning routine. What does that look like for you? Are you journaling? Are you meditating? Are you taking that time to be away from technology and diving more into yourself, creating stillness, creating the practices that you want to experience more of in your life?
Yeah, listening to positive audios, watching positive videos, setting your mind right in the morning, even doing exercise first thing when you wake up, whether it's yoga, it's running, whatever it might be. Stimulating the mind and stimulating the body when you first wake up will create wonderful things for your overall well-being. And then finally, for adding that fitness to your overall life, we've created a program called Fit 22. It's getting fit in only 22 minutes a day, where we really bring in all of these things into that program. You can do it from home, you can do it as a standalone, or you can do it in complementary to all the other things you're doing. The cool thing is, if you don't have time to go to the gym, you do have 22 minutes a day, you can do this program. We'll put more information about it. It's Fit 22. It's in the link below this video. Check that out. And as always, we love to hear from you, hear your comments and feedback. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, and we'll talk to you in next week's video.
Appreciate you guys. See you in the next video.
Take care.